Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing another One Piece Run 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 figure, and this is the Run 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 Nico Robin. Now, you might have noticed, if you've been keeping up to date with the releases of these figures, that I missed on the Sabo, and that's because I decided to quit part of the line. I basically just want to collect the Straw Hats, and they are doing heaps and heaps of these figures, and it's becoming more and more evident that we might not get the entire Straw Hat crew like sooner rather than later, and there's a lot of characters that they're just doing for the sake of doing them, or they're popular at that moment, and all sorts of things, and it's getting just a little bit annoying having more figures that aren't Straw Hats than are, and so I skipped Sabo entirely and basically sold off anyone that wasn't a Straw Hat, so I no longer have Ace, Yamato, or Uta, or Law, and I will be collecting the future Straw Hats as they release, depending on who is coming. So today it's Nico Robin, and there's also a Nami, which I do have as of recording, but I haven't done a review for it yet. So just wanted to clear the air of that, and I know that they aren't my best performing videos, but I like reviewing them anyway. That's sort of where I'm at. I wanted to sort of clean up the collection a bit because it was getting a little bit out of hand for a relatively new line of figures. So yeah. Anyway, this is the Run 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 Nico Robin. The Run 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 line of figures are loosely based on one of the end credit sequences of the anime, where the characters are kids and they're running in one direction, except for Zoro, who's running in the opposite direction because he's directionally challenged. Anyway, Nico Robin is fast becoming one of my favorite characters in One Piece. She's smart, interesting, and has a great design. Her flashback was one of the most devastating in all of One Piece, and I thought it was cool that they were doing one of these figures, especially before characters that had a bigger impact early on and that we saw more as a kid, like Nami. Anyway, this will be a quick review, so let's pop them out of the box, and here they are all set up. So this is Robin basically during that main flashback that we got during the Enies Lobby arc, and so she's wearing a simple dress, which is pretty much what she wore during that arc, carrying a presumably library book, and on that main island. And you can see some small details from that flashback there. So there's the big tree where I think that's where she met the Navy officer that helped her out and taught her how to laugh. And then there's just general rocks and scenery. And it's nothing too crazy. It would have been cool if the library was actually part of this background, but it is what it is, and it looks quite nice. The whole figure in and of itself is quite simple, very basic standard colors, just because there's a bit of green, a bit of brown, and Robin's own sort of like purpley burgundy sort of dress, just contrasting with it. So I think they chose like a really bright base to contrast with everything. But Robin herself looks good. They have captured that early One Piece art style quite well. She's bright-eyed and running with a book, and it's nice that the pose is slightly unique. Like, they are very simple, these figures, but I do like that she is actually doing something with her arms where she's holding a book, whereas a lot of the others are just like arms to the side running, just a very standard, like cute but nice running position, but it is all very basic, especially when you have like 10 of these. But yeah, it's a pretty standard figure. It matches with all the other Run 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 figures out already, and it has the same gimmick as all the others, where you can move the head on a ball joint and change the expressiveness and style of the figure. All of the detail work is nice. It's, like I said, very plain and simple, but works well. All the coloring is clean, and I think it suits Robin at that time quite well, and even has the sort of more olive skin that she had pre-time skip. And for size comparison, here she is next to the Nami, and you can see they match relatively well together. Again, like I said, the running pose of the legs is very simple, and Nami is in a very standard running pose with her arms. It's a little bit of a disappointment that she doesn't come with a tangerine in her hands, but it is what it is. And overall, I think the Robin is a nice addition to the lineup. We're still waiting on Usopp, Brook, Frankie, Jinbei, and Chopper, but we'll see if they do intend to complete the line. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very standard, very simple, but a very nice simple. There's nothing really to complain about with this figure, just like, I mean, a little extra detail on the base maybe, but there's only so much you can do with this sort of line. You are quite limited in what can be achieved, especially for the price point as well. But it is overall a very nice figure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.